Hey everyone, Cap from TCG Break here, bringing you my Pendulum Magician deck profile for the January 2021 format. It's a fun deck to play, certainly not the most competitive at the moment given our current meta, along with the fact that we didn't receive any further support off of the ban list. However, we're still stuck with the one double iris that we received from the previous list. So let's just get into it. Starting with your main Pendulum monsters, we have 3 Harmonizing Magician, probably your best Pendulum Magician, because when it's Pendulum summoned, it allows you to special summon a Pendulum Magician monster from your deck. So it can be a 1-card Borreload Savage, or just help you get out another resource to continue your plays in the extra deck. Another thing to note, of course, is that it can't be used as fusion, synchro, or exceeds material unless all other materials are Pendulum Magician monsters or Magician Pendulum monsters. Continuing on with our best scale, which is Wisdom Eye Magician. This allows you to sort of fix some more bricky hands, if you will. Allows it to pop itself and then place a Magician Pendulum monster from your deck into that Pendulum zone that it was in. So just a great card to open, as well as be able to fix your scales, be able to Pendulum summon out the rest of your monsters in your hand and face up extra deck. We also have 2 Oath Dragon Magician. This is great because it allows you to pull off your Harmonizing Magician after you've done all of your plays. You can pull this back out of your extra deck into your hand because Harmonizing Magician must be special summoned from your hand. We have the 1 double iris that we received off the previous list. This is just great to have back because if it's destroyed by battle or a card effect, you can add a Pendulum Graph card from your deck to your hand. So if it's in the Pendulum scale, you can destroy this card, and it has its own effect that once applied, double any battle damage that monster inflicts to your opponent. And then of course you trigger its effect to add the Pendulum Graph card. Another one of Purple Poison, along with Celestial Magician and Dragon Pit Magician. This is a great out to Mystic Mine. This is great, of course, because you can target a face-up card on the field and destroy it if it's destroyed by a card effect. And then Celestial is great because if you have a monster that is destroyed, you can bring it back if this is in your scale. So that's all the Pendulum Magician. Continuing on to just supporting cards here, we have 3 Chronograph Sorcerer and the 1 Time Gazer. One of the best starter cards here, Supreme King Dragon Darkworm. If it's sent to the graveyard while you control no monsters, you can special summon this card, and then once it's special summoned, you can add a gate monster from your deck to your hand. To be able to get into that card, we play 3 Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon. This allows you to pay 500 to discard, and then you just add the Darkworm to your hand. As well as the 1 Gate Zero, just to pull off of your Darkworm. We have 2 Tuning Magician. You'll pull this off of your Halqifibrax plays, so it allows you to go into Halqifibrax and then special summon this and go directly into Selene. And the 1 Artifact Scythe. We're playing the Artifact package just with Scythe, and you'll see the monster in the extra deck there as well. Going into the spells, we have 3 Allure of Darkness. Pretty much your entire deck is dark, so you're not really bothered by banishing one of them. 3 Duelist Alliance. This just allows you to add a Pendulum monster or a Pendulum spell or trap from your deck. So this could be your Star Pendulum Graph, the trap card, as well as your double iris, because it's always treated as a Pendulum Dragon card. Also play Pendulum Call. This is great with the Darkworm combo. So you activate Pendulum Call, discard the Darkworm, and then you add 2 Magicians. The only thing is you can't destroy your Pendulum magicians in the scales once you activate Pendulum Call. So it's 3 Desires. Just a really great card to have in this deck. 1 Upstart. 1 Star Pendulum Graph, as well as the 1 Time Pendulum Graph. So altogether, that is a 40 card list. With the Upstart, it's 39. Off to the extra deck. Starting with the Artifact Dagda. This is how you bring out your Artifact Scythe. And then you will pop this with Tornado Dragon, or if your opponent pops the Scythe, then you can bring out the Scythe on your opponent's turn so they can't special summon. Play the 1 Cross Sheep. This allows you to go through the Odd Eyes Vortex combo. Allows you to get a free body when you bring out Vortex. 1 Crystron Halqifibrax. This will bring out that Tuning Magician, and then you can go directly into Selene. 1 Ningirsu for the Dragoon out. I play 2 Selene. I play 1 Apollousa. This is just great to end your combo on, as well as 1 Access Code Talker. I had a few comments in our previous videos asking for budget alternatives for this card, so I have a few set to the side here. Rasterliger has a very similar effect to Access Code to gain attack. We also have Unchained Abomination. Both of these require only 2+ monsters. This requires a Link monster. If you want to play newer cards that were released here, Raider's Knight and Arc Rebellion Dragon. Great for the OTK potential. As well as your typical Utopia double Utopia play. And then, of course, you have to play the double or nothing. So you are kind of playing a pseudo brick in your deck. But some great options there for the budget players. Access Code is expensive for a reason. It's hard to necessarily exactly get that effect of not being able to respond to the Access Code pop. But, you know, those are some great alternatives. We also have Abyss Dweller. This is great in the format to stop that Drytron matchup, or Dinosaurs, or even Virtual Worlds. We have 1 Time Star Magician. This just guarantees that you get into your Tuning Magician. So you can add a Dark Spellcaster monster from your deck. Also 1 Tornado Dragon. This is primarily if you go into the artifact play, you will pop your own Scythe on your opponent's turn, maybe on the standby phase, to special summon it, so they can't special summon monsters. And we're playing an Odd Eyes package, so we have Absolute Dragon. You'll bring this out by synchroing into your Meteor Burst Dragon. Meteor Burst can special summon your scale, or your level 7 in the scale, and then overlay for Absolute, and then link off for the Cross Sheep into your Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. That's just an Omni Negate, as well as the Borlode Savage Dragon. So these are really your boss monsters, your Omni Negates, just great to have in the deck. And then continuing off into the side deck, this is going to be vary really depending on your local matchups. I play the 1 Archfiend Eccentric, just because it allows you to target a spell or trap on the field and destroy both it and this card. So another way to out that Mystic Mine, I played 2 Denko Sekka because there are some back row heavy decks out there in the form of Eldritch, or even some more rogue decks like Phantom Knights. So not allowing them to activate or even set spells or traps is just great. Back row removal, we have 2 Cosmic Cyclone, as well as the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. I play 3 Forbidden Chalice. This is great for the Virtual World matchup. If they're sort of turboing out VFD, you can just stand by, chain the Forbidden Chalice, or when they activate the effect, you can obviously chain the effect as well. So that is great to have. a lot of unfair cards out there right now, so really Mystic Mine is just a great option for the side deck. It's pretty easily broken now, especially against that Virtual World matchup, for example. But still a great card to have. Can be difficult for some decks to get over. One Secret Village of the Spellcasters. And then one set rotation, and of course we're playing the Terraforming as well to get out either of your field spells that you would want, either Secret Village or Mystic Mine. So this has been my Pendulum Magician deck profile for the January 2021 format. Again, it's a really fun deck. I hope to have a live duel of this up soon. Feel free to check out our most recent deck profile of Wind Up. It's an updated deck profile. I'll link that down below, as well as our Sky Striker deck profile. If you liked the video and would like to see more, feel free to give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.